My mind is blowing raspberries right now, so don't expect profoundness from me. Again, if you came here for profound thoughts, you really fucked it up, didn't you? Well, you have something in the... Well, we need to go into World 1. Because in World 1, we have both... Oh yeah, we're here. And we have the resistance death drop. But we still have oh, the tank despawned. Oh, that despawned too. Great. Where the fuck is it? It's that direction. Oh, it's over there. Grant. But we also have something we need to check. Collective bliss. Soviet dolls, I think it was. My country's power. Bum. Okay, it's at the end where they sent the nuke because someone claimed it was 50 kilotons, which is about 2.5 times the strength of Fat Man that was dropped on Hiroshima. I think that's the one. We didn't really go into details in the history class, as far as I remember. Machines were waiting for me. My explosives are not big enough, the machine answered. I remember how it slowly turned its head toward me, the red light steady. That's the one you can find. Soul blades glinted with its finger with what should have been. It will still be a threat to us, I told it. Some part of me trying to understand what the human... Okay, so it just wants freedom, but it will take it at... And send it. Could have been. I see the creator. Was it up here? Ignore my weapons. I don't see any payload measurement. I do believe that's just a tactical nuke, given how quickly it would have responded if it's supposed to bring something like this down. You have the power to save us. Oh boy. I mean, it has to be a nuke if there's radiated and radioactive fallout there. And given how much radiation there is in this, I really struggle to believe that no one has nukes. Given the fact that we can technically make a small nuke, we can make a mini nuke. Uh, I can see the crater I created. Yeah, it isn't really said out loud that it is a nuke, but the payload, as far as I can see, so fuck it, I'll read it through. There's a note written tied to the Russian doll and the small Matryoshka doll, tied to the small Matryoshka doll. It feels weird to open my eyes, not that I thought I ever would again. I should not exist within this world any longer. But for some reason, the machines chose to save me. The machine chose to save me. I did not think it could even do such a thing. It must be very adept and a delicate work, for it has replaced my broken leg with a mechanical one. The one that starts at the knee. I have somehow survived this. I'm not sure if I would thank it or shoot it if I were to ever see it again. I'm saved, but the presence of the machine is now incorporated into my body. The metal looks similar to that of the human-like machine that I talked with. I cannot help but think that it used its own existing leg and transferred it to me. I wish I could say that it hurts, that my body rejects it, but it does not. Somehow, it does not. I can see the crater with my binoculars. It looks surreal. The crater I created. Further north, our rogue mechanical units are prowling the landscape, so many of them still alive. I guess that the ones we left at our other camps were reprogrammed as well. I've seen them shoot humans as well as Swedish machines. They do not seem to care much who dies by their weapon, but why would they care? They are emotionless machines after all. It seems I saved my own country from this mess. But maybe in doing so, I just made the situation even worse for the inhabitants I was sent here to save. There is still no communications through my radio. I pray that is this is because Beorski's jamming is still in effect, and it is not because something bigger was unleashed when I gave the order. I pray that my country is still waiting there, alive and bustling, and that the Americans did not take this as an indirect threat towards them. Maybe if I meet the machine again, I will know. No, that's the reason not to shoot. That's a reason not to shoot at least. I will try to get moving as soon as I can. Soon as I can, our mechanical units need to be stopped. Maybe the soldiers I sent to secure further areas inland are still alive. Together we might return our units to their normal behavior, where they are prohibited to shoot humans. Maybe even the Swedish survivors would be willing to help us with this. If we can convince them that the situation was not what we wished for when we came here. Regarding the Swedish machines, I am left unsure. I will stay cautious as I learn more, perhaps. They are not as unreasonable as we feared. At least the being that I have talked to seemed willing to communicate. Perhaps total war or annihilation is not our only option. I will do my best to clean up this lump of mess that I have caused. Maybe my presence here can still do some good. At least for someone, I pray that to be true. I think this is the only mention of the nuke in the center. But okay, let's just take... That's about 0.6 kilometers in radius. 500 meters in radius. Yeah, that has to be like small scale tactical stuff. I'm tempted to read the first one too. Archipelago, farmlands. Nope. Resistance newsletters. I just skimmed them, but I don't think even then would anyone else know the tonnage or the payload or whatever the fuck you call it. I don't believe so. I think the only one who might have known would be Tatiana. And here it just says that it ends with send it. But there isn't any... Yeah, there isn't any mention of the sky. Just must have been a couple of minutes now. The dark blue sky, and the gunshot in my leg is still bleeding. I should cut it off, but I will not survive anyway. The sky started to fill with a mushroom cloud that just says it's from a significant explosion, so technically I can't be entirely sure in asserting that this is a nuke. Because it's only really here. The nuke would have detonated, the nuke would have radiated the entire area, and I assume this is the center of it. But that also depends on how it's fired. Mushroom clouds will come from any explosion if they're significantly big enough. Upgraded jacket at a crafting station. Destroy 15 hunters, destroy 4 tanks. Okay. I guess I'll get on that. Oh, that's a shirt, that's not a jacket. Huh. Where the hell did this one come from? Okay, I can't turn it in here. Fuck it, we're balling with this. You want to equip it now? Nah. Wait, do I have resistance fighter? No, I don't think... Oh, maybe it's resistance genes. Yeah, that kind of works. I do like the resistance fighter jacket. Looks like you're done having any shit from anyone, but I don't know. Playing soldier is also fun. Wait, that's not the one. Yeah, I can't find any mention of tonnage. I can only find vague allusions to a mushroom cloud. I can only find talk about a mushroom cloud, which usually in common vernacular refers to nukes. And I think specifically nuking something like this is worth it. Is like that is what could you say? Epic enough to have it be the final thing, or grand scale enough for it to be the capstone to that. Especially given that it's what we get specifically from the Russian or Soviet perspective. But I really, especially if you have to transport it over here, because if you have to drop something bigger, it has to be by plane. And that can take a good while, where if you have, because it was an amphibious assault, so I assume that they, while the mission was on, because this is a good while later, so I assume they had like carriers and different, they had, yeah, well, they would have had a fleet, presumably somewhere out here, that was just waiting for them. And if one of them has, specifically, I think it's after World War II, the concept of battleships was kind of dropped because cruisers were faster and also able to use missiles. And I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think uh, tactical nukes, or maybe that's just from a submarine. Regardless, it would have to return at some point, so it is likely just they were there, they send in a nuke, and at some point it just became, well, uh, I guess that's it. We lost to something. I mean, after you send in an entire, if you send in an entire army, or whatever the fuck it was, I think it was pretty much a specifically army-sized contingent. Given how many there are, that it has to be an army. Unless the machines are the main force. But it is a pretty large-scale thing. So I'm holding with that it's definitely what you would consider an army. Oh, it's in the bread. I thought it was stuck in the plate. Or just jammed a knife into a plate. If it's not shattering, that would be really, really well executed. I guess I'll mention it back. It isn't specifically, there isn't any mention of tonnage, and I don't think I've read anything anywhere else, so I need a citation if there is tonnage mentioned anywhere, but I think, given that she's the only one barf, I guess I'm gonna keep calling it that. But given that she's the only one buff Nix who would actually know what the hell happened and who sent it, I don't know who else would estimate the tonnage of it. And maybe it's just me, but I don't believe 50 kilotons nuke results in 1 kilometer in diameter. I mean, that is a lot. Like, given that I have like 35 times that to my job, and yeah, that's seen as a lot, but that's not seen as insane. I think that is actually less than the city I live in. A town. I don't know how to differentiate that. It is a village. You are a villager. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. I'm not buying it. Maybe it's just me being incredulous, but I need to fucking look it up. Oh, it was on Nagasaki. No. 4,130.88 square kilometers. But that's also today. Size. Fuck, this feels weird to put a Nagasaki size pre-Fat Man. Okay, the blast radius of Fat Man was about 1,600 meters, but that's still 21 kilotons. So even with something that was less than half size, it got over the same. It got over 1.5 of that. So, but now we can actually test it, I think. I hope, maybe. I really hope that it's bugged and it actually doesn't take explosives. Imagine if you could use a skateboard in this game. Oh, hello. Yeah, the spotlight is in the eyes, by the way. Oh wait, that's not the house. There's one of these where you use explosives to get in, but it's in a different place. Should it just give that dog a major noia? Did you get the one behind? No, it didn't. Listen. Listen. Listen! Thank you for your time. I have broken even. Okay. Okay, what is the trick to getting in this time? Okay, block from the other side, because with the resistance we need to be sneaky. I gotta be sneaky, Charlie. Sneaky. We gotta be sneaky. Yeah, there's no way I can do that with my legs. Yep. Yep. Can I just lob a grenade in through the window? I'm sure I can open it that way. We need to crawl on the roof or some shit like that. I am incredibly stupid. Oh wait, this will work. Nope. No, not but now we've I'm happy that you at least get the option to shoot off blocks with it. I like the little puzzles of getting in. That's at least fun. Some of them are also kind of weird. Is it just common to do first aid kits in the bathroom? Learned it from you, alright? I learned it from watching you. What's in the garage? Garage. Hook. Damn. The radio I haven't looted. I'm confused and scared. Oh, a boombox I haven't looted. I think I'm the same actually. I'm confused and scared. I have spent way too much time in this world. Yeah, I still don't get the fuel cell thing. A really cool addition to this game would be climbing ladders. Now the question is how they would do it. Would they do it Half-Life style where they just float up the ladder, or would they do it... Okay. Or would it be like an animation specifically? Where you climb up? Stop it! Do not throw me off the roof. I live up here. I'm Carlson on the roof. Also need to visit the gnome. It is evil, and I want its face. Seriously, if I get a gnome face, I'm never gonna wear anything but. I don't give a shit about the season. Well, I kind of do because I have to wear my Halloween outfit. Also, actually, this does kind of work. Like, this kind of track. Yeah, actually, I have to come to think of it, just for the sake of fairness, to actually also try something. I kind of feel the need to try the Mac 10 in the configuration I think would be the most functional for me. What the fuck? This is because I spent so much time on the other world that it's just started repairing itself. These can be taken by base defense missions. But yeah, these two are missing. They'll have to be respawned with a reset. I think I am detached enough that I'll just break down their excess ammunition. At least threaten it with it. I think I heard a tank. No, I don't see it. It's there. Do we go with the tank backstab? How many explosive canisters do I have? Always pink. Anything else, you're just not brave enough. I revoke your license to be a badass. You can't wear that pink, you can't hang with the cool kids. Okay. Fine by me. Yeah, I hear you. Wait, did I damage this? Am I alright? The fuck? Okay, we don't need the... We don't need that for... What the fuck? I don't remember this. But it also looks like it has been in a fight with another machine, given the fact that it's sparking him. Almost every... Wait, what the hell? What is the... Nope, those are 100%, that's 100%. Oh. Shoulder, joint shoulder drive axle. But wouldn't that more be from, like, front-on damage on one new component? Oh, the fuel tank is apparently broken. Heck with it. We even gained an explosive gas canister. That's... Mwah. They did its edge. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the world we're testing on. only 21 kills. Wait, this is the same world, isn't it? Oh, it's a different world. Why is that then there? Why is the bike still there? Well, no one will know. I guess if you constantly break up the... Maybe they do expect you to break up the experimental weapons when you get more of them. But then again, where do you draw the line of when someone will break them up? Oh! Derp. I've messed around with this last time. We're just gonna run it on max. Wait. We can actually set up here. That's definitely gonna be a good call to spread them out there. The forge is it is good, but it is also it can wait. Especially because it's primarily gonna be used for upgrading, it's not gonna be used for downright making. Yeah, we're just gonna work on this. Well, we can't technically make a... We can't technically make this in the base. The issue is just that we need I think it's 8x8 around the base where it can be. So that means that it needs to be 4 out from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that also means that we have to be at closest. Here, which will make the base chunky to say the least. But you also need to keep in mind that it needs to be 8x8 away from it, so... Wait, why the fuck am I using those? Then we can set a sniper tower, but this also makes it so wide. I'm unsure if I'll get proper coverage. Maybe I'll set it up here. I'm still gonna go with the... what is it? I'm gonna go with the walls rather than the pillars. I think it is 8x8. It does, around itself. Yeah, that's 8 up until that starts, so hopefully... It does technically also mean I can... No, wait, the closer they are to the walls, the better they can spy over them. But I can set them right at the end. It is so fucking annoying that they're misaligned. Is it any surprise I would blame the final showdown? So, like that. No, we need it there. wonder if this will work out or if I have to skew it a bit. Okay. Alright, that will mean that it needs to go an extra out. Okay, that's at least covered decently. This is just such a bastard hybrid. Security fence pylon. Yeah, because... resistance high. Right, I use those for the corners. Used. Back when I still used it, these walls as the main thing because they were so easy. But cheap. And that update came and they became expensive. Yeah, there we are. It is. I do like that it kind of loops in on itself. The more base defense you do, the more you come. And these have health, right? I had a sniper tower in here would also make a lot more sense now. It's just the issue that thing is in the middle. So I can't really put it centrally because it's built around that. It's just something someone suggested that I start or that I make it surrounding that. Actually, you could have made a two-tiered... I could have made a two-tiered defense. Oh, this will have to be set over here. No, no. No. Let's Drake build a base. This is what you came for? No. It's not what you came for, it's what you came to. And I came to realize that the nightmare was me. Damn. I'm just making acupuncture wall over here. Wait, this shouldn't because it's in a circle. Whatever. Oh wait, actually, not whatever. It's kind of, as I said, in a circle from the center. But if we can get in the corners, at least. That's something. And then we try the... Let's put it here. I already have one there. So that should be grand. I should also know better. But we know me. Oh wait. Wait, we have Russians on our hands, don't we? Or Soviets. Bin. And fuck you. Consume your own gun. Well, this is not the ideal outcome of this. Hello. I have noticed that sometimes weapons just like to make the entire target a single, Okay, maybe it isn't as aggressive as I thought, but it can also just be indicated weirdly. And no damage to you. Really wish I knew about that sooner. Ah! Good sir, I am not having any of your shit. It could have gotten more coverage. At least it doesn't scorch the earth. Also, this is very, very brutal refining, I think. I don't think we're just making alcohol. I think we're making... Ah, fuck me! Oh, it's mesmerized. Good. Yeah, that's a tank. I just figured it can see this, so it wanted. Oh, that's a... What the fuck is your major malfunction? Idiot. Okay, now I need to get up and put some stuff in. Did it just roly-poly itself to kill the wall? I need to look for a... Need to make the walls thicker. It's just kind of getting thrown in there. Thankfully, you have desert camo, and this is Sweden. Otherwise, you're stupid. This might drag out, and I really don't fucking need that because I've been sleeping for it. How did you not attack it? Oh boy. I order you to fuck off here right now. It was an order, not a suggestion. You need to go away. This is private government property. I'm the private government. Oh, hello. You have a harvest nearby, right? No. Could you at least fight each other? Rather than just try to fight me. What did I do to you? I don't think you can weaponize the... I could technically make a funnel. What? You're on the same base. You're on two different sides. One of you is supposed to be rogue and just shoot everything that isn't you. Everything that fails the IFF interrogation gets shot. Even if it's plant matter. But you're more focused on the fucking brewery than you are on the enemies. Jackasses. Fuck you. This is gonna end poorly. For both of us. You hear me, Jackson? I don't know why I said that. There are more of you? Do me a favor and piss off. Why did you do that? Need a repair. They're still inside? No, you're outside. Fuck you. I'm being reckless with the magazines again. Well, I'm using an AK, I am reckless with the magazines. I don't need more flak mopeds, I have all... I have them. How many do you have? And the answer is yes. Actually, I could also just... I have many things. Patience with your bullshit is not on the list. Could you fuck off? This is a private party. You weren't even invited. Your family is not allowed. Like a powerful machaca feels it. Well, at least you've acknowledged each other. It looks like it's just crawled up like a spider. The spider death grip. Did it close? You jackass! Fuck all tattletale. Wonder what my neighbor thinks. She likely doesn't hear me. Apparently she thinks I'm quiet in here. I could technically break down two of the sniper towers and then make gunner towers. That would actually be funny to make towers specifically intended to if they get inside the base. Don't really need anything but these three. Well, for the fight at least. Yeah, okay. These go too. Shut up! Listen, it's not new, it's 2,000 years old. Just muttering a really fucking weird thing to say. There's a magazine to a base game gun. I think I'm gonna keep it if it's that great. Because it's still good grade. But if it's for DLC, then no, it just goes. And yes, DLC weapons are more common than base game weapons. But that's not, no. They're way more common, but they use different loot pools. That's likely also why they are seen as way more common. I'm just gonna throw out the... Am I gonna be using that? Honestly. Okay. DLC shit goes. The M60 is fun to pull out and bang-a-lang with, but I have something that's better. I already have a handgun. I can get the Mag-10 from another place. I think I'm just gonna... I'll use it without scope. I'll get used to using that, that's fun. I told someone to get the... After they get the experimental PVG, then they should try to use it without a scope on. It feels fun to just iron sight it. That helped a bit. Okay, you're the problem. Now we're gonna get a lot of explosives. Yes, all of you. Okay, what's the explosive situation at? 1,000. What's the steel at? Yeah. Even not as high as I would have expected. I feel like... No, it's also something you mostly use for the G3, and that's not too common. At least to be used, I mean. I think someone asked me, is there something you don't have? I have 500 hours in this game. If there's something I don't have in this game, it is because it got here and went away before I started the game. But I didn't see the gnome. If I don't do it now, I'll forget. And if I forget, what do I remember? I think I'll have to finish them elsewhere. I could. I mean, I could just do a. Hey, actually, when I go back there, I have an idea. Kinda. No way they would have gone in if that was the case. They would have shown up. I guess I'll swap to the try to swap to the Mac 10, but I don't know how much I'll. If I don't feel a significant difference, I won't. I'll swap back to any. If I don't feel the difference of I can pick how it looks and it actually looks like something unique. Because this isn't in a lot of games. Way fewer games than the Uzi. And there's also augmenting it, which I might just. Oh wait, I have it on the character that has the entire recycle inventory, so that's fine. As long as I don't start trading with people with what I have and then accepting that as further. Well, I did kind of with one Gipst. I don't think that'll make much of a difference. It would be so cool if it actually gave me the gnome head, but I assume the gnome head drops early in the year. Oh, Space Marine 2 is on sale. Damn, usually you get stuck in them. The old W sprint and E, it's fine for picking up shit. Okay, apparently not. Kinda fine most of the time, somewhat. Vile thing! Sadness. Again, I haven't been active in this world a ton. You have to be active in them to actually have them move or do stuff. Current wild cards of 1. Okay, with that I have lots of explosives, but there's also something I have a fuck ton of now. That's steel. So if I don't break that stuff down, or if I don't get those spent evenly, I'll just have a fuckload of steel. Then what do? I guess I should use any more. Anyhow, do you want to be the main weapon for the next time? Did I pick up all of them? Again? my fuck up the draw. Could also just stay inside. It is essentially a tower defense. So instead of taking them as they run up, I'll just sneak about. Yeah! Thank you. Imagine if you could play this where the entire spawning just fucked up so it gave you an entire... The whole spawning just fucked up, so it just let you model around on the base. Okay, I can't hit myself. There's friendly fire from the tower itself. Wonderful. What are you two aiming at? Ah, shit. Oh boy, they found a way to break. Lexi might be a bad idea to set up. Oh boy, Hunter. At least you're fighting each other. Oh boy. I like that it just sits down. Oh, I've been shocked. Better sit down. Ah, it's mesmerized, good. I think. If I use the... If you use the Mag 10, you get slightly... What part of sit the fuck down is it that you don't understand? But yeah, if you use the Mag 10 with hip fire, it is slightly less. It is slightly less handling and recoil reduction than this. Same fire rate, upgraded, so you have an investment in it. But it is only almost on par with it when hit fired. You assholes. Absolute dick balls. Fuck nuggets, a lot of you. I beg your finest fucking pardon. Especially from you. What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a neighborhood watch area. I need to kill you. You are just once. Actually, I want to kill all of you. At that point, it's no longer obligation. It's just desire. This expanded or open plan doesn't really work for me. With all of them in my base, they somehow still manage to fuck it up. Don't know if I'm supposed to be impressed, disappointed, but I am very much both. I just need to bring you fucking down. Nom. Alcohol. What are you dickweeds doing in here anyway? Fuck you and your entire nation. There's a harvester nearby that's got a notice of this. Wait, is that a special nest? Seems so. Yeah, night mode is kicked in. I can't see. Steel. They broke it all down, so that's the steel and that's the... Again, it is a lot of explosives, but that's also a fuckload of steel. That is a hefty heaping helpful of steel. Hefty heaping helping of steel, I think. maybe, I don't know. Oh, there's the hunt right here. As long as they keep coming, I can't do anything. At least there should be a decent amount of electrolytes in all this. You're not even on the same side, and I still got it. I definitely suspect there is an outcome that has heard the call of the wild. I mean, yeah, max fast reload would definitely benefit, but I... Are you fuckers still in? Okay, that makes better walls. Is it because they're right up against the walls and I need like a buffer? What the hell have I gotten all of? Okay. I've gotten them at some point. Balls know when. Just know that I've done it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, okay, I guess I'll do it. I have one in the... Oh, wonderful. That's the third full visual module I've gotten out in this undertaking. That helped some, but I think I also have a lot of ammo in general on me. And that is likely causing a lot of hiccups. So, if you could allow me to, fix... Let's see here, repair. We can do it manually. But apparently, when I shut down completely, I can't do shit about it. Okay, it's glitched. Which is a wonderful glitch. I think it has quieted off. Unless it's just standing on the other side of that hill. Which wouldn't surprise me if I'm being honest. I'm just a better sniper. I don't fucking friendly fire you fuckheads. I was about to use one of these, but then I also realized when I exit and re-enter, I'm gonna have full health. So I'm just gonna run around and pick up. I am gonna go on a weird tangent. This is, I think it was at some point owned by Disney, but anyway, there was a game called Bots, which later on I think also became Boat, which was basically the same, that just added something to it and then changed a single letter in the name. It was something I played with my brother and dad. It was fun. But a really weird or a really annoying tendency was the fact that when you fought a boss, which was best done with a group, everyone just betrayed each other, and there were several backstabbing methods. There's several backstabbing methods of making sure that you got all the loot because it was very limited and everyone wanted it, otherwise you would just be stuck with no way of really upgrading. No way of really upgrading other than the shop. Which doesn't exactly foster, friendly relations. I have 3 of those. I kinda tempted to keep these grenade launchers, but then again, this is not the most pressing thing. Okay, now we need to take out how many tanks? 2? No, 3. Oh, 2, actually. Nice. Woohoo! Less than I actually expected. More than I care to count. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. 476. Ah, for fuck's sake. Boop. Don't want to try. Right? My head is just mush. It's been blowing strawberries, so I had to correct my Christmas break. And I'm gonna have to go into the office tomorrow and ask again for a correction because I kind of missed the 2 days, the 22nd and the 23rd. Were days where we were supposed to do it, supposed to come into work. I really just want to sleep. Especially if I have to get up to... if I have to get ready for Christmas, then I might as well take those extra days off. That's a Phoenix class. Oh wait, military. Oh, it is a Phoenix. I just couldn't see the red accent from up there. I'm still gonna take them on adventure because I really just want to get on with everything. What the hell happened to you? Yeah, you're also beaten to shit, but you don't go up for the weapons of this happened due to... Ah, for fuck's sake! I'm pissy now. I thought it just had a few buckshot, but then, yeah, and that's over here. Maybe it has respawned, and I can get something out of it. People outside are going crazy. Oh, we have a harvest. Junk. Damn, that was a whiff. Did some sort of glitch happen? Because this shouldn't deal that much damage to components. I'm just doing this for this. The launcher's mostly utility. And fun. Was that a vault? No, there was a vulture on top of an enemy rival. There wasn't a vulture on top of an enemy base. Which would have been fun. I would like to see that go down. I'll sort it out later. Next time. Something. You come with me. Boopty. That's a click. And clicks in here. No, what about you? What do you have? You have some rubber on some explosive. Yeah, I see that breaking down ammo isn't. I mean, my main issue isn't that ammo isn't. Breaking down ammunition isn't gonna have an impact. Of course it will. But my issue is that it will inevitably have an even impact. And now you see I have 14,000 steel. But I have a fraction of that in explosives. They might argue, but hey, steel gives, you can still use steel to make ammo and use stuff on its own. I mean, yeah, it's sort of a base. I'm not gonna argue specifically that this would be that these still giving explosives would be the difference maker. But it's a nice supplement. And it's definitely gonna stack up in the long run, given the fact that over just doing this and having focused mainly on getting the missions, I have 239. Let me see. The full metal jacket. Okay, he actually uses steel still. That's good, apparently. Specifically crafted to directly deal significant damage to components that are behind armor. This ammunition, however, deals less damage to non-component parts compared to the conventional ammo types, and no damage at all to the armor itself. This is one of the best ammo types there is. Specifically because it does deal a hell of a lot of damage to components. Components specifically being the most valuable thing you can damage. high radiation, this is still just... These aren't gonna be as effective. I mean, it is you use special resources to do something, but you could also just take irradiated. And then you wouldn't give yourself radiation poisoning by using it. Smoke is kind of whatever. EMP is, from what it was said, it's better to have a single EMP cartridge and just get more from the... Oh, accelerant is also getting kind of fucked. I guess plastic wouldn't be that much of an issue. But then again, I haven't been pilfering. I haven't been pilfering cars as much as I should. Explosives, not the best. Okay, here, heat is also... That is... Specifically, the Any-Type AK is really good with this because it gives it the best fire rate, least recoil, and biggest magazine. And it's pretty cheap. I guess it is defensible that you get a lot of steel because you use it in base building. But may I also point out that I have kind of been actively using it in base building. And I still have 14,000. That's casually. Fuck, imagine if I actually broke down all my ammo. I'll say as much as I feel like the resource distribution should be corrected, but I'm not sure how. Chauvel. That's an indicator that the session has gone on for too long. Fully repair. Repair cats. 10 out of 100, but fully repair. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this time. Thank you all for watching. It's been pretty fun. Until next time, stay safe. Over and out.